Hallo Leute von Amerika, was ist los? Es gibt viel zu tun in Deutschland. Jede Woche habe ich so viel zu tun. Immer bin ich müde und was auch. Okay, so what's up, people from America? That was just a tiny bit of German. I'm really tired, and there's a whole lot to do here. So, moving on. We went to this fantastic place today. Oh, upside down. I called it Ireland, and they sort of laughed at me. So it's not called Ireland. In fact, I actually didn't even hear what the name was actually pronounced as. So here we have tons of many fantastic things to do up in different places, and it was a lot of fun. So yeah, you guys can check that out. I'm sure that you can slow down the video or pause it. So as you can see, I'm also speaking a lot of English in this one as well because it's only the second weekend, and I figure that you guys don't really want to be using a translator for everything. So after we hung out here, we went to the grandparents. That was also a lot of fun. I saw some Russian beer. That was pretty cool. I didn't know that Russians actually drank beer. I thought that they only drank vodka or really, really hard alcohol because Russians are Russians. No offense to Phil or any of my Russian friends out there. Anyway, moving on. I said that I was hungry, and the grandmother insisted that I absolutely must have something to eat. So she asked me what I wanted to eat, if I wanted a brötchen with cheese or with salami, and I said both, and she said no, both don't go together. You can't have both cheese and salami. And I laughed, and I asked why, and I didn't really get told. So I just got both in separate packages. It was very good though. I'm really happy. I don't know what type of cheese it was, but it was very good, and the meat was also really good. It was salami, and yeah, it was really good. Anyway, moving on. So we visited the grandparents today, and we went to Ireland. Not Ireland. It's not really Ireland. It's more like kids' land. I was looking for some people my age there, and well, not gonna happen. Like adults, way adults. I'm just an adult. There are way adults further. I'm tired, by the way. So this is great that it's going on YouTube and everyone's gonna see this. Yeah. Hi, Sophia. Um, anyway, yeah, we hung out during the week, and I'm always tired during the week. I think it's just hearing the language so much, and it's just my brain trying to understand every single little thing. It's just making it really, really tired. Whereas in America, I sort of didn't really pay attention to a lot of things. Here, I pay attention to everything because everything's new, and I don't know, I like to experience everything. So I go to school during the week, and it takes about an hour and a half to get there. And Monday we learned about, what did we learn about? I don't even remember now. Tuesday was all about trash cans and trash and things of that sort. Wednesday we played a trash game. We made a trash game. Like where do things go in trash cans because they have four different recycling systems here, which I don't really want to explain because I've already had to do this twice. So I'm not going to. uh, Thursday. Yes, Thursday. Thursday, we went on a scavenger hunt in the city, Stadtrally, and we had to answer 34 ridiculous questions. We actually didn't understand all of them, so we answered about seven, what we what we could find, or what other people could answer for us because we asked around with some people trying to figure out what the heck they were, and there were people who worked at the places who could not tell us the answers. So now we're just going to Google stuff over the weekend, and that's what they told us to do anyway. So they just said that they were going to sort of not pay attention to that. And so anyway, after that, I've hung out in the city a lot in Köln. I have not hung out that much in Düsseldorf, which is ironic because I live 20 minutes away from Düsseldorf, and I live like an hour away from Köln, Cologne, Kyle. Kyle, you understand. Other people wouldn't understand. Anyway, so hung out in the city a whole bunch after school. We go to a youth hostel, Jugendherberge, for our classes. We actually, 10 years ago, we would have stayed in the Jugendherberge, but the Americans party too much in there, and so they said no, they must stay with the host family so they don't party a whole bunch with the American brethren that they stay with. So we don't party really, and you can't really party in the schools here. I mean, it's not really. It just doesn't work. There are 5 people in my class, and one of them doesn't even show up for like 2 days of the week because she lives so far away, and it's just ridiculous. And the other class, because they split us up into 2 groups, the already speaking German group, yeah, you can't see that, already speaking German group, and the group that has had pretty much no German experience. And so they split us up, and we have 5 people in my group, and we have like 10 people in the other group, and we stay in different rooms and we do different stuff. And Friday, so yeah, that was Thursday. Friday, we read a lot in my class, and it was a story about a guy who goes back to a racetrack and has a flashback to when he was a child and with his dad, and he finds a $5 mark piece and goes and bets with it. See, forgetting English words already, it's great. And my German isn't completely all the way there yet, so basically right now, me speaking is useless. It's great. It is fantastic. I love it. The Germans sometimes can't understand me, and the Americans sometimes can't understand me, so it's great. But I understand most of everything that comes out of everybody's mouth, so that's also pretty good, except for when I really, really need to, when I really need to focus, or we're playing an important game or something, someone will say 1 or 2 words that I just don't know, and I sit there like deer in the headlights, like, what? So, anyway, moving on. So, reading about this story and wrote down new vocabulary that we didn't know, and then we were all really tired from lunch because lunch was really bad. We actually couldn't eat our lunch because it was really, it wasn't good. It's like, I'm just not even going to describe. It wasn't indescribably bad, but it was not good enough. I guess I've just gotten used to the great, great cooking of my host mom. That's what she would want me to say. So I'm just going to say that. And we ended up just playing a game because they said, "Oh, ihr seid alle so müde. You all are so very tired. Dass wir ein Spiel sollen spielen. We should play a game." So okay, so we played a game for an hour and a half because we have to get out at 3, which is cool. I understand, it's their job. But then we went from there immediately back home, and it takes like an hour and a half to get back home. And I was just really tired, so I ended up passing out sort of early last night, and I slept until 10 this morning, and it was great because my host family, I don't know if they tried to wake me up in the morning. I heard something, but yeah, it probably wasn't for me. And then later they came down and were knocking on my door and telling me to wake up, and because I woke up at 6:15. Yeah, no, I woke up at 6:15 or 6:30, which is when I normally wake up because I've been waking up during the week. But then I went back to sleep because I don't have school today, and that's awesome. So, moving on from there, this is my room. It is well, I assume that it used to be an art gallery because we got some art right there. All of the lights are like on the outside of the room. I don't know if you guys can see that. You guys can probably slow down the video a little bit. I'm making this so awful. Okay. So yeah, all the lights are on the outside of the ceiling. And art. Then we have my awesome wardrobe. I've never had a wardrobe before. I don't know why I'm saying wardrobe the way that I am. Anyway, never had an awesome wardrobe before. Have an awesome wardrobe now. Has a cool mirror. Then we have my 2 awesome double opening. I'm not even going to try for this because my brain is so fried right now. I can't think of the English words. So we have some awesome doors there, and they work as windows as well. And that is the backyard that it goes straight out into, which is great. So I can open up both of those, get some nice fresh air. Then we have this awesome leather chair right there, and that is also great because I can chill out there if I'm not hanging out on this futon bed thing. And then right there, we happen to have a really cool chest thing that opens from the top that's just sweet. And everything opens up with skeleton keys, which is great. So I get home and everything is like you have to rotate the key like 5 times. It's cool. I like it. It's very old timey and it's great. Oh, and mom, yeah, it's clean. I know, surprising, right? It's amazing that it's clean, but this room is also ginormous comparatively to what I had at home. It's probably 3 times the size of the room that I had at home. So it's really cool. I'm also in the bottom floor of the house, underneath. I'm actually 4 floors underneath my host parents and 3 floors underneath, or well, okay, if you count their floor. Okay, then I'm 3 floors underneath the host parents, 2 floors underneath the kids, and I'm in the basement level. It's pretty sweet. I have my own space. I can chill out. I went to choir this week as well. That was cool. I got a piano. I played some piano and sang, and they gave me a solo, and they let me have a piano to take it back home. I play my guitar here regularly. They love it when I play and sing, so I'm just going to take full advantage of that whenever I can. And I guess that's it. I'm gonna throw some love at my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my nieces and nephews, the many that there are. My girlfriend in Oklahoma, eh? Yeah, I did just say that. It's Oklahoma, I know, and you're probably thinking, wow, he's really ridiculous. You're also probably thinking, wow, he's really ridiculous for just saying that, and so on and so forth. Anyway, moving on. My grandparents, the rest of my family, my friends who are also staying back at home or doing college or doing whatever, guys, awesome. I will hopefully see you in a year. If I haven't died, or if you haven't died, or you haven't moved to Germany when I'm moving back here, or something along those lines. So, hi, I'm really tired. Again, I don't know if I already said that in this. I've sort of already forgotten some of the things that I've said. This one's really long. So I hope that you guys who have watched this far have enjoyed it and laughed a little bit and maybe learned something. So, oh yeah, we also went 155 kilometers per hour today on the Autobahn. That was really cool. Also really scary because mom was driving, and mom can drive scary sometimes. I don't know if she's going to watch this, but mom, Germans can drive sort of crazy sometimes. I don't know if you know. So, but I like it. It's fun. It's fun. It's really fun. Anyway, shouting out love to people back at home. I love you all. I hope you guys are staying healthy and that America isn't circling the drain or something. I don't really know what's going on. I haven't checked out the news recently back at home because they tell me not to. Actually, they haven't really told me anything about that, so that's a lie. I just haven't bothered to check any news at home. I assumed that if anything really super crazy important was happening, that somebody would tell me about it, or I would read it on Facebook. Everything that gets posted on Facebook is seemingly important to people. Anyway, moving on. I'm going to go to bed now. I'm going to post this, maybe do 3 minutes or 4 minutes of editing on YouTube, and I will see you guys in a week.